Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at the KORG VOLCA sample, and in particular this is a tutorial for song mode. Okay, because I found song mode to be a little bit confusing, even after reading the manual and watching them. I could only find 2 videos as well on YouTube which didn't really explain it to me properly, so I thought I'd do one. Okay, so this is presuming that you've already know how to basically build a beat. In song mode, the actual sample controls here don't do anything because you're building a song out of beats you've already created. So, okay, you will know that you can build up to 10 patterns, if you like, 10 sequences, 10 patterns, each of like 1 bar long. But the VOLCA also allows for 6 songs to be created from the patterns that you've already created. Okay, so it won't remember previous information. It will only remember what you've already got in the patterns, even changing the song. So to enter song mode, now first of all, I've built 10 new beats. Okay, so we'll have a quick listen to some of those, and they kind of progress, so we'll hear them better in the song. So here is number 1. That's not number 1, that is number 9. So hold memory here and just load pattern 1. Hold memory, load pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, 5, 6, 8, number 9. And 10 was kind of a little fill. So you can see that the patterns from 1 to 10 are now completely full, and they progress, kind of just adding bits and pieces to that particular rhythm. Now, I am going to do other VOLCA tutorials as well about building patterns, etc., and all this stuff. It's very cool. It's good fun. So to enter song mode, right, your songs, so your patterns go from 1 to 10, and your songs go from 11 to 16. Okay, so from where it says loop on, off, onward to song. So to enter song mode, you hold memory, and we'll choose song number 1 because that's what we're going to write to. First off, you will see there are 2 numbers here in the display, 0, 1 and 0, 1. To select the step, you just go along like this. So that's the 2nd step, that's the 3rd step. This is the 4th step in the song, so it will travel along like that. The numbers next to it indicate the pattern. Okay, so the steps are the order your patterns are going to play. Okay, so you can't fix that. You can't start it on like step 4, and it doesn't work like that. So for step 1, you choose the pattern that you first want to play. Okay, now you also may notice here that you have 4 lights lit or automatically. This is active step. Right, okay, so to enter active step, you hold function and hit the play button, which is active step, and you'll see it will change to active step. These represent the patterns, okay, like how the sequences will play. So we need to engage all of them for what we want to do, and it'll become clear why. Do that. So to exit that, you just hit this again and you're back to this. So you can see that sequence 16 is going to play pattern 1. So let's go back to 0, 1, 0, 1. Use the sample button, the sample control switch, to choose which pattern you want. So 0, 1, 0, 1, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's fine. So let's go along to 0, 2. And 0, 2, I'm also going to have pattern 1 play. And 0, 3, I'm going to have pattern 1 play again. And then 0, 4, I'm going to have pattern number 10 play, which was like a hill. And then 0, 5, we can have pattern number 2. 0, 6, we can have pattern number 3, it's already there. Where are we here? 0, 7, I'll have pattern number 4 play, and then 0, 8, I'll choose number 10 again, And then for sequence number 9, we can go back to pattern 1 here. And then for sequence number 10, we can go to 2. And then for sequence 11, we can go to 3. And then for sequence 12, we'll go to pattern 10 again. And then for sequence 13, we'll go to 1. And then sequence 14, we'll go to 2. And then for sequence 15, we'll go to pattern 7. And then for sequence 16, again, we'll go to pattern 10, which is the fill. Okay, so now when I play, you won't see this, but it'll track along, right? So it'll start with 1. And you'll see here, I had 1 playing for 3. And this is indicating the pattern it's playing here. Doesn't matter what you press while you're playing the pattern. Okay, so that's how you do it. The actual sample control becomes the selector for the pattern 1 to 10, and this first one here, when you hit the step pads here, just tells the Volca that it wants to cycle through those patterns. Now here's where active step works, right? Let's play the pattern, the song, and let's activate active step. It's only going to get to its 4th sequence and it's going to go back to 1. Now it'll just keep playing the then it'll go back to cycling through its pattern as normal. Okay, so we can exit that. And if we go into step jump like this, we can choose during the song playback any pattern to jump to, from obviously from 0 to 10, or any sequence, if you like, we've programmed in. It'll just, once it's jumped to the like step jump, section, it will then just carry on along like this. So you do have some control. Now, like I said, disregarding completely. Now, if we want to save that song, okay, if we're happy with the song construction, we hold function, memory, and then choose the song slot, which is like 11 to 16. I don't know if you can see, to do that, and it'll just save it, and that song will be there. Now, if we choose another song now, okay, so this one, for instance, this will just play in a different order. So you can see that the first one that was programmed here was step 1, but it started with pattern 4. Step 2 was 4. Step 3 was 4. And then it didn't change to pattern 5 until step 5, sort of thing. So that would sound like this. But the point is, it will still use the patterns that I've now programmed in. It won't remember old patterns, sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, so it's easy really. Just to what you can you could overwrite the songs as soon as you start to like put new data in, sort of thing. So let's choose, say, for instance, this one, which is song 6. Okay, and then let's go with active step, and we only want, say, 4 steps active in this, so we can exit that now. And we can choose this, and we could start with, what was our fill, pattern 10. So 0, 1 could start with pattern 10. You can see, because you only get 10 patterns, it'll go from 10 and then it'll scroll back around. And then step 2 could start with pattern 2, and then number 3 could be pattern 9, and then this could be pattern 1. Okay, so you've got 4 steps in the sequence there, and you filled it up with, so the first one will be a fill if I start it off now. Back to the fill. Okay, that's fine. And then again, function, memory, and this time I'm going to select number 6 and save it in there. And that's basically song mode, guys. The important things to remember is, although it's a little confusing, having the active step function is really great because it means you can do things like this. Let's go into active step, shall we? And let's just choose number 1. So until we start adding our other steps in, it's just going to play that fill. And you can always keep an eye on which part of the pattern you're in by the little flashing LEDs at the bottom. And then by exiting that, and you can change this on the fly. Switch active step back on and switch that back on. And that's song mode. I hope you find that useful and understood it okay. Like I said, initially it confused me quite a lot, song mode. But once I got my head around, I thought, oh yes, pretty cool, pretty cool. It's like I said, it's a bit limited, you know. It's just going to carry on looping after it's 16 bars, or it's 4 or 8 or however many you've got set up, sort of thing. But you can put little fills in and stuff like that and keep it interesting. Get creative with the actual recording of the things when it's in pattern mode. Now, to exit song mode, that easy. Memory, select either 1 to 10, and it'll just take you back to a pattern. Okay, guys, yep, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron, and I will see you guys later.